Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good and welcome to Current Affairs in Flux. Let's begin today's daily current affairs. March 9th, we observe No Smoking Day. Every year on second Wednesday of the month of March is observed as a No Smoking Day, and this year it falls on the date of on 9th of March. And this day is celebrated to help those who wish to quit smoking as well as to raise awareness about the implications of smoking on an individual's health. And the main reason to observe this day is to spread awareness and educate people about the adverse impacts of tobacco on their health. And if you see, the first no smoking day is observed in the year 1984. Next one, Ministry of Culture and Ministry of Textiles organized pan India program called Jharoka. Here the Ministry of Culture is under G Kishan Reddy and the Ministry of Textiles is under Piyush Goyal, and these two ministries has organized a program called Jeraka, which is an uh, we, and this program is celebrated to the traditional Indian handicrafts, handlooms, and art and culture. And this program begins with the first event, which is celebrated under the under in the Bhopal district of Madhya Pradesh state. And this program has been organized at Rani Kamlapati railway station on March 8th, which also marks the International Women's Day. Where here the recently the railway station has renamed to from Habibganj station to Rani Kamlapati railway station, where she is the brave and the fearless queen of the Gond kingdom of Madhya Pradesh. Next one, CDAC installed Param Ganga supercomputer at IIT Roorkee. The CDAC means Center for Development of Advanced Computing has designed and installed a supercomputer named Param Ganga at IIT Roorkee. And the CDAC has installed this supercomputer under the phase 2 of National Supercomputing Mission, that is NSM. Here, the NSM aims to build and deploy 24 facilities with a cumulative compute power of 64 petaflops. Until now, the under the NSM phase 1 and phase 2, the total computing power of supercomputer has installed of more than 20 petaflops. Yeah, the Paramganga has a supercomputing capacity of 1.66 petaflops. Recently, we have also seen that in the IISc Bangalore, that is Indian Institute of Science Bangalore, has installed a commissioned Param Pravega, which is one of the most powerful supercomputers in India, which has a supercomputing capacity of 3.3 petaflops. Next one, RBI launches UPI 123 Pay for feature phones and DG Sati 2022. The Reserve Bank of India has launched two initiatives related to the digital payments. One is UPI 123 Pay, and the second one is Digi Sati. These two these two initiatives are launched by RBI for the featured phones, that is keypad phones, which and these initiatives will be help for digital payments without the internet connection, where this UPI 123 Pay offers a three four step payment by giving a missed call and by using a UPI pin, or else by calling to the toll free number. Next one, World Health Organization launches Quit Tobacco app. Here the WHO Southeast Asian region has launched a Quit Tobacco app, where this application helps people to give up the use of tobacco in all forms, which includes smokeless and other new products. And this app was first searched by WHO, and it mainly targets the all forms of tobacco and helps users to identify the triggers, where this tobacco is the world's leading cause of preventable death and kills nearly 8 million people every year. The Director General of WHO is Tedros Adhanom, and it is headquartered at Geneva, Switzerland. Next one, India will hold the 18th edition of G20 from 1st December 2022 to 30th November 2023, where India will hold the presidency of the G20 summit, which will be held in India in the year 2023, and this is the 18th edition of the G20 summit, where in 2021 the G20 summit was held in Italy, Rome, whereas in 2022 it is held in Bali, Indonesia, while in 2023 it will be held in New Delhi, India. Next one. Germany to host G7 agriculture ministers virtual meeting. Yeah, the German government has stated that it will hold a virtual meeting of G7 agriculture ministers to explore the implication of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine on global food security. And this meeting will also focus on ways to stabilize the food markets. Whereas this year the Germany is the rotating president of the G7 advanced economics. Here the G7 means a group of 7 countries, and the 7 countries are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, UK, and USA. Here the capital of Germany is Berlin, whereas the currency is euro. Next one. Iran successfully test fire second military satellite Noor 2. Yeah, the Iran's Islamic Revolution Guard Corps, that is IRGC, successfully launched a military satellite Noor 2 into the orbit at an altitude of 500 kilometers from the Earth. And this is the second military satellite which is launched by the Islamic Republic. And the first military satellite Noor was launched in the April 2020 at an orbit of 425 kilometers from the Earth's surface, and this is now the second satellite which is launched by Islamic Republic at a height of 500 kilometers from the Earth's surface. Here if you see, the president of Iran is Ibrahim Raisi and the capital is Tehran, whereas the currency of Iran is Iranian rial. Next one. Russia is now world's most sanctioned country in 2022. Here, the Russia has become the most sanctioned country in the world due to its invasion on Ukraine, whereas the Russia faced about 2,778 new sanctions since February 22, and the country has already had a 2,754 sanctions before February 22. This makes the total of 5,530 sanctions on Russia in the world, and now the Russia has now surpassed the countries like Iran and North Korea in terms of a number of sanctions. Before this, Iran was the most sanctioned country in the last over a decade, whereas the Syria and the North Korea have followed by Iran country. Next one. If you see here, the president of Russia is Vladimir Putin and the capital is Moscow, whereas the currency of Russia is Russian ruble. Next one. India ranked partly free in Freedom of the World 2022 report. Here the India has ranked partly free for the second consecutive year in terms of democracy and free society, according to the annual report of Freedom of the World 2022 report. Whereas India was a free country till 2020, when its score was 71, but in 2022 it has scored 66, and has ranked as a partly free country, where this Freedom in the World report is evaluated the state of freedom in 195 countries and 15 territories during the calendar year. Next one. Sandeep Bakshi has been named the Business Standard Banker of the Year 2020-21. Here the Sandeep Bakshi, who is the Managing Director and the CEO of ICICI Bank, he was named as the Business Standard Banker of the Year 2020-21. Next one. A book titled Humana: How the United States Abandoned Peace and Reinvented War, authored by Samuel Moyen. The Samuel, who is the professor at Yale Law School and the professor of history at Yale University, has written this book titled Humana, where this book argues about the endless wars the USA created in the past, by which includes the Vietnam War, Korean War, and the World War II also. And this book highlights the USA strategy on fighting wars. Next one, Bengali singer Sandhya Mukherjee passes away at the age of 90. Here, the Sandhya Mukherjee, who is a legendary Bengali singer, has passed away at 90 due to cardiac arrest, where she had recently refused to accept the Padma Award from the central government, that was awarded in January 2022. And she has also received the Banga Vibhushan, which is the highest civilian honor given in the Bengal government in 2011. And she also received the National Film Award for Best Female Playback Singer in the year 1970. Next one. Thank you everyone. Stay safe and stay strong.